Richard Rawlings, another Illuminati puppet, highly likely. Is Richard Rawlings a Satanist? Because the Illuminati, it's the workers for Satan, you could say. What is a Satanist anyway? Well, we're a simple person that likes evil more than being good and works for Satan. You see, probably think Satan is a higher being, something like God, or maybe they think he's a fallen angel in the Bible from God. I think there's much evidence that Satan is a real entity and not something higher from the Bible or so. But okay, that's not the point at the moment. Concrete, such as Satanist is a member of a Freemason society, or he's an individual that's working directly for the people that even control the Freemasons. And then he's not a member and gets paid very well, he does stuff for the money. And who are the ones controlling the Freemasons? These are the Hasidic rabbis. This is the top of the top, the super plotters. And they work for Satan. Who Satan is goes too far to explain now. They see themselves as the puppet masters, and we are the puppets controlled by money and emotions. And they come back in the Illuminati card game. Here you see the hand and the puppet, it's the same symbolism. And the Illuminati card game is important because it's a plan for the New World Order. There are a lot of things in it that really have come true. So it's really reliable. These things first were announced in the Illuminati card game, and later they were real events. And they signal in this card game that they control the recording industry and Hollywood. So now they control the whole entertainment industry. Now, to achieve the New World Order, that's one thing extremely important. That is to distract us with sports and entertainment, so we don't have a clue about what's going on until it's too late. This is a protocol of science. There are many of these protocols of science, and together they help them take over the world. Now, if you want to find out if somebody famous or movie or song is from the Hasidic rabbis, the Zionists, the false Jews, you have to look for their fingerprints from the Illuminati, you could say. Well, the entertainment industry is always suspicious now because they practically control everything there. You can look at the names of producers, messages they give to unburden their karma, they give us some truths. They are executing a protocol of Zion, or there are satanic signs, or there are references to the religions they fought out, these Hasidic rabbis. They did not only make the Illuminati card game, but much more. So it sounds crazy, but it's all real. Like, for example, in The Simpsons was 9/11 before it happened. And Bart Simpson is waving the dollar, and in the dollar is 9/11. It's not like made up or so, or oh, this crazy person saying that. No, it's real. It's a fact. You can look it up on the internet and YouTube, and it's just a fact. And in Simpsons was also Curious George and the Ebola virus. Also before Ebola became something famous and big. It was already in The Simpsons, and there's also announced what's going to happen or what they want to do with this Ebola virus. Not many good things. And Penn and Teller, they are Satanists. They are satanic as hell. For example, Penn Gillette, he wrote a book, God No, and I told you about the protocols of Zion. And there's one protocol of Zion, replace spirituality, it says here, and the Bible with materialism. And did that work? Well, I think it did. I mean, everybody's only concerned about making money, having nice clothes, holiday, cars, houses. And if you say, like, I don't work so hard anymore, and I go to church to pray or to think about my fellow man or so, well, people say, oh, you're very good. But behind your back, they will laugh at you. Because everybody is brainwashed that it's all about money. And he is executing for his masters a protocol of Zion. That's what he does. And he also makes all these signs. The V sign for the fifth age. age of Satan, and he makes the satanic sign, the 2 horns for Satan. And he did this crazy ritual together with this little friend of him, this guy, a Jesus ritual. He's totally into all this stuff. And who puts himself on the cross with all this blood and everything? Who makes all these satanic signs? Who wants you to lead you away from God and Jesus and everything? Then you're a Satanist. There cannot be any doubt. There cannot be any doubt. But with Richard Rawlings, could the same be the case? Is he executing particle of Zion, distracting people with sports and entertainment? Well, I think he is. For example, Miley Cyrus, she made the tongue. You know that probably. Why did she do it? Because it was also a reference to one of the religions, to Hinduism. It symbolizes the god of destruction from Hinduism, Kali. And this is Satan that comes back with different names in all these religions. She's doing the one eye that many of these famous people do, also represents Satan. And this tongue again. You think it's far-fetched? Well, it's not. Mick Jagger did it too. And their Rolling Stones logo is even, derived from this Hindu god Kali. This is not like random things picked out of the media or so. It's a very consistent story that makes sense. It really does. And with the gas monkey, there's also the tongue. So that's, of course, if it was only this, yes, you could say, okay, it's only that's coincidence. Yes, I would go along with that. But there's much more. He has a goatee from a goat, and maybe you know that goat is also a symbol for Satan, and he draws sneakily attention to it. And here in the Church of Satan is the goat that represents Satan, and he's making the same satanic sign as Penn does all the time. This doesn't mean I love you in deaf language. Why would he do it? It's satanic. It means I love you, Satan. It's a fact. And he makes, Richard Rawlings, the satanic sign with the 2 horns. That's his hallmark. And he does it a lot. If he did it one time or so, I would say nothing. But because I think he's a really nice guy. But there's more to it. And Alex Jones and Joe Rogan here, they also make the horn sign together. And he is in the Illuminati card game. Alex Jones, look it up. And he's a misleader, just like Joe Rogan. They are Freemasons and Satanists. They mislead you, they keep you away from the truth. Alex Jones gives you a lot of truths, but he never says, yes, it's all the false Jews, the Zionists, the Hasidic rabbis at the top. And they control our government. No, he says, our government is dangerous and we should not have all these wars. He's giving you all these half-truths. And that's his role. He's a misleader, just like him. And they attract a different kind of audience. And that's why you have so many of these misleaders. They all mislead different kinds of people to keep them away from the truth. And here he's doing the horn signs again with some guy that's doing the satanic sign also. And he's doing the horns again and again. And here with Halloween, probably he's doing, he made something with Natural Born Thriller from Natural Born Killers, this awful movie. So he's really into all this stuff, and he's even making this pyramid sign that all these politicians love to make, and it's a satanic sign again. And yes, Richard Rawlings makes it too. He even made it one time when he was talking about the worldwide conspiracy. It's really incredible, all this stuff. And here he's making the V sign that Penn also made. It's the V sign for the 5th age of Satan. And this really takes the cake. This is the Eye of Horus. It represents Satan. It's a symbol for Satan. And Miley Cyrus does it too. Of course, she does everything. She's totally satanic. And Katy Perry does it. Lindsay Lohan. Angelina Jolie. They all do it because they're all Satanists. They all work for Satan. This nice guy Justin Bieber too. And some know more and some know less. Yes, I will admit that. Madonna. And it started a long time ago with the Beatles, with Paul McCartney. And here he's doing it, yes, better. Of course, he has lots of qualities. He's doing it better than anyone else with the one eye and his hand on the heart. I love you, Satan sign. And I think this Aaron, his mechanic, he has nothing to do with it. Let's make it very clear, because he's probably a Jew, Aaron, and he's totally not into it. I mean, some people say like, you're not anti-Semitic. I hope. Well, I am not. Let's make it very clear. When we're talking about the Zionists, we're not talking about the Jews. They are totally innocent and misled, just like most of us are. And this Dennis guy, I mean, I don't think he's in it. He's looking at him like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, okay, like nothing. And if he knew what this meant, I mean, he would have a different expression on his face. But I think he's totally not into all this stuff. And neither is this Aaron. So it's all a little bit too much coincidence for me. He's in the entertainment business. He's making all these signs. He easily gets all of these big stars in his show. And yes, he seems like a nice guy. He's very mediagenic. And not many people come across so good on camera. I agree, but that's the whole point. Of course, they select the most charismatic people to distract you. And he seems very upright. Here's a very good example.
Cooling issue with the motor early on. I think maybe now we know how to fix a radiator, so we built a new radiator. We can probably get that cleaned up real nice, and all the fuel sitting around, and the gas might blow up the lines and stuff. We're gonna have to fix everything. We better get back to Dallas. We got a lot of work to do.
It's really funny. I mean, he's on TV in his show, and a big show, and this Aaron is explaining something, and he's bored with it. He doesn't like it. He just walks away like, okay.
Cooling issue with the motor early on. I think maybe now we know how to fix a radiator, so we built a new radiator. We can probably get that cleaned up.
It's super funny. I really like this guy, but that doesn't mean he can be one of these Satanists.